Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pajitsky.
Welcome to your mom's house.
Welcome to your mom's house. Welcome to your mom's house. Welcome James, welcome to your mom's house. Welcome to your mom's house. Pull 'em up tight, 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 pull 'em up.
Welcome to your mom's house with your hosts Tom Segura and Christina Pajitsky.
Mom, pull up your jeans, boy. Pull 'em up tight. Would you rather be shit or live your whole life blind? Bites. Next stop, round talk. You better wipe down. Don't hesitate to listen to the mommies with the crown. Wipe down, or is it wipe up? Oh my God, seriously, fill her up and steal a shot. Oh yeah, and that's gooder than a bitch. I be flossing my teeth, 28-inch rim. My teeth be awfully shiny, man, hunky ass white. Who just bought it? Was that Theo, man? All I know is bites. Hey buddy, guess who it is, man? It be top dog, spread the knowledge all about the shits. Mommy T and Mommy C, flexing all the goodest guests, watching clips and talking shit. The mommy is the best. But I want to say this once before the show, man. Mommy's for life, fuck being a bro. Yo.
Are you kidding me?
That's classic.
That's Plum.
So good.
Plum.
We have the best music on the show.
Dude, we were in the car yesterday just listening to song submissions.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, man.
We just went through our podcast feed.
Yeah.
And then played the opening songs and
It's
just
crazy.
jammed out in the car yesterday. It was so much
How
fun.
many great musicians listen to this show? It's fucking
pretty
awesome.
amazing. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, we're always impressed and we always love it. So always encouraging anybody musically inclined to send your instrumentals, send your songs, like this masterpiece by Plum. It's just so cool how that's become part of the show. All
Yeah,
this
it
original
happens
music.
so organically too.
Yeah, I remember this one.
Yeah,
This is old school.
it's good. It's good. This reminds me of Redondo
Yeah.
when we used to record there.
So you want to? Well, we should announce this first of all. First of all, that there's a live Your Mom's House podcast coming up.
My God.
My God. It's part of the Burbank
Seriously?
Comedy Festival. Oh my God.
Seriously?
Slaw.
Seriously?
And it is Monday, August 15th, 5 p.m. 5 p.m. We are doing Your Mom's House podcast live
Sperm Bank.
in Sperm Bank at Flappers Comedy Club. Get tickets now. That will definitely fill up. It's going to be really fun. So make sure you check that out. Jeans, you want to plug some other dates?
I do, yeah. So I'm starting to tour again. I'm doing one-nighters starting in Seattle, a.k.a. I'm at the Come On Ya Comedy Club. Seal 'em Shut, Come In Me Club.
Wow.
You like that one?
Yeah.
And then September 28th, Portland, or Pork a Man's Hole, Helium Comedy Club. I'm excited to do that one. You like Helium.
I like all the Heliums are
Yeah, I've never done a Helium. And then October 4th, Dallas, Phallus, Hyenas.
good. Another good club.
Yeah, I've fallen off the stage there before. I hope I don't fall off this time. October 5th, Huge Dump, Texas,
Wow.
a.k.a. Houston.
A nice play on Houston.
Yeah.
Huge dump.
The Secret Group. These are all submitted by listeners.
The Secret Group is a new venue, I think.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It's a silly name.
I know. I worked with them as promoters So they were called the Secret Group, and I was like, okay.
Right.
But then they opened a club based on their promotional name.
So it's called this, like, hey, do you want to go down to the Secret Group tonight?
Yeah.
It's weird. But hey, I guess it works.
It works.
You know?
Yeah.
Go to the Secret Group, guys. And then...
all right, this instrumental is giving me anxiety. I got to do something else.
So it's too intense, right?
Yeah, it's too much.
October 23rd, Indianapolis, Mommyapolis, Morty's Comedy Club. October 24th, Shit's a Splatty, Ohio.
That's really
Cincinnati, go bananas. And then December 9th and 10th, I'm at the DC Improv. That's it.
That's great.
And then usually every Saturday at the Comedy Store, early show in the OR, 7:30 show. Come see me.
Nice.
Yeah.
This
Beans.
week, your main water guzzling champion,
You're the worst.
Tommy Buns, will be in Titmonium, Maryland.
Tim. Yeah, that's good.
Also, just outside of Balls and Whores, Maryland.
Wait, I have another one for you. Are you doing Balls and Whores?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll wait till you get to that one then.
That's it right now.
Oh, Baltimore, Bert weighs more. Submitted from listeners, guys.
Bert Waysmore, Maryland. I'm at Magooby's Joke House. What a name.
Yes, another...
this Thursday through Saturday. Then next weekend, come all over our bus, Ohio.
Oh, I've got another one for you.
Okay.
Colon rust.
Colon rust. Wow.
In light of your upcoming colonoscopy.
And that is going to be August 11, 12, and 13. That's a great club. I really do love Columbus. It's a great comedy town.
I love Columbus.
Yeah.
It's all like non-binary too.
Yes. Then super non-binary. Then, of course, the live podcast, a string of dates with the Oddball Tour, which is it's absurd. It's all amphitheaters and arenas and shit. It's ridiculous. And then after that nonsense, that craziness ends, I go back to reality, and I'm doing Charlotte, North Carolina, the Comedy Zone in October. Cobb's in Manfrandisco, California, October 20 through 22nd. And then I'm going to Jew Dork Titties, Caroline's, and also Louisville.
What about Louisville is what? Poo on Meville?
Loserville.
Loserville?
Loser.
No, we didn't call it
Looser her.
Oh, Looser Herville, yeah.
Yeah.
I like Louisville.
All right. My goodness. Jeans.
I fucking tell you. Oh, guys.
We have a very exciting show. You ready to do our opening clip, Jeans?
Yeah. Let me grab the baby Jean.
All right, it's unbelievable, but we have baby Jeans in studio right now.
Just woke up from his nap.
See if we can get him to make a noise.
Let's see if he'll talk to you guys. Hold on. He's a little distracted.
Yeah, looking at stuff.
Just got up from his nap, and I know a lot of you don't believe that he exists. So, baby Jeans, say something to the audience.
Can you talk?
Can you talk, buddy? What's up? Maybe if I annoy him, he'll talk. You want to talk?
You gonna talk?
Come on, buddy. Say something. Come on.
Nothing?
Now you're shy?
You're not gonna say anything?
Come on.
Come on, man. We're rolling. You got it. This is your moment. No?
No?
All right.
Well, he's 8 months old, so
That's
he's
how
just
that
starting
goes.
to make sense.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll talk once we start talking.
Yeah.
Oh, he's turning the microphone.
Yeah, he
now.
likes to grab
Thank
things.
you. Are you grabbing?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, there
You
we
just hit the mic. That's excellent. All right. You ready to start this show?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Who's fatter, Tom Segura or Bert Kreischer? That's a very good question. It's a very good question. I don't know if you realize this, but two of my very good friends, Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, they're both hilarious guys, and they have decided to do this thing where they're calling each other fat. They're both, I love them both to death, but they could both lose a couple of pounds. They could both lose a little. And they've just decided to have this public thing where it's like hashtag Bert is fat, hashtag Tom is fat. I'm going to move my phone to this new thing. Ooh, that's better. And so they sell T-shirts like hashtag Tom is fat and hashtag Bert is fat T-shirts, and all the proceeds for the sales of those go directly to them. So you're not helping any fucking charities. No starving kids are getting fed. They're just gonna buy food and get fatter.
This shit is big time.
Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Yo, mom in the fucking stand.
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura. And
Christina Pajitsky.
welcome to your mom's house.
Oh, man.
Super good.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
So I got baby jeans on my lap, and
Yeah,
he's
what's he
grabbing the
doing?
microphone. He's looking around. Maybe he'll talk. I don't know.
But are you going to talk?
You gonna say something, bro?
Can we can't get like a...
Well, he's not in the mood. He just
Yeah,
woke up.
he
Maybe
just
in a
woke
little
up.
bit. He'll get chatty in a minute here. He'll get annoyed.
That's hilarious. Joe Rogan, our buddy, did episode 827 of his podcast where he just did a Q&A. Mm-hmm. That's how massive that guy's show is. He can just be like, it's a Q&A session.
For like 3 hours.
And then, and probably get, whatever, 1 million downloads.
Crazy.
But people have been hitting him up. Who's fatter? Because I've been tagged in tweets on Twitter where they're tagging him. Be like, so Joe, you haven't weighed in yet. Who's fatter?
I like that he didn't say who's fatter. He just said you both needed to lose some lbs.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
And that you guys are just gonna buy.
yeah.
You're gonna buy more food.
That's right.
What do you think, Ellis? Who's fatter? Your
Who's
dad
fatter?
or Bert Kreischer?
Who do you think?
Ellis. Who's fatter?
You gonna weigh in on this? Are you gonna eat the microphone? That's a cool thing that babies do. They just put everything in their mouth.
Yeah, it's super fun for moms to watch. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyways, very cool that he mentioned you guys.
Yeah,
and your fatness.
Yes, he went on a little bit here. That's pretty funny if you want to hear.
Sure.
And in Bert's case, he's probably going to buy boxes of wine. Bert drinks boxes of wine in an evening. And someone's trying to explain to me how many bottles of wine that is.
Oh, my God.
And we don't really know. I could Google that. I'm going to Google that right now. Let's find out.
Yeah.
If you had a guess, how many boxes of wine would you say?
What do you think is in a
one box is probably, 2 bottles.
right.
Let's take a guess. How many bottles rather? How many bottles of wine are in a box? All right, how many bottles of wine are in a box?
Wine is such.
I'm good. Before I click on it, I'm going to say I think it was 9. I'm going to say
What?
9.
What?
That seems like a lot.
No.
4 bottles.
4.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no
Wow.
no. Okay.
Wait.
6 2/3 bottles. All right. Here it goes. 750 milliliter bottles. How many 750 milliliter bottles are there in a 5-liter box of wine?
Wow.
It's 6 2/3.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And if it's a 3-liter box of wine, it's 4 bottles.
Oh, my God.
But wine is
4
so
bottles.
bush league to a Bert, though. He's the machine.
That's what he starts with. That's the appetizer.
That's cooking it up, man.
Yeah, that's an hors d'oeuvre.
I bet he's drinking the 6 2/3 in a night. I think he's done more than one.
Yeah.
I forget what he said.
Yeah.
But he's definitely drank at least 1 box in a night
Easily.
on a regular basis. So that's 4 bottles of wine. I would be dead. I don't know how he does it. Well, he's definitely fat. I mean, that helps. And then it's also there's a...
That helps. I love that helps. So he drinks a box every night, you think?
I don't think so. No. I mean, Bertrand also he moves it around. Like he doesn't just stick to one style. Like sometimes it's beer. Sometimes it's...
Yeah, I thought he was a beer guy.
He likes beer. He likes shots. He's the machine. He's the party guy.
Yeah.
No one parties like Bert.
No one parties like
I have that first
Bert.
full weekend of Oddball with him.
Oh, my God.
And I'm going to have to
oh, my God.
detox before and after.
Oh, my God. And plus, you guys are going to get a lot of fat shaming together.
We're going to get fat shaming together. Yeah. We're going to get
A lot of people can be weighing in, like, as you're performing, probably.
Probably. You're fat. We're going to hear it from
Tom's fatter.
It's like from thousands of people. And then also on Oddball, you know, him and I, we're not the big dogs on the show. So you do like a 15-minute set, and then you're done.
Right. So you have to drink, is what you're saying.
I think she just walked by.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we should. Can you pass them off real quick?
Okay.
Yeah.
Press pause.
Press pause. All right. So now Baby Jeans is back in his crate.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's a family affair here, and now we have 2 dogs in here. We replaced the dog with the two other babies. There's always babies now. Bebas. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, what's really interesting about the Bert is fat phenomenon, and let's be honest, there is no Tom is fat phenomenon. It is heavily weighted, no pun intended, on Bert Chrysler.
Right.
And it is a phenomenon. I mean, if you look at the Montreal Comedy Festival, gave him his itinerary, and it said Bert Chrysler.
It said Bart Chrysler.
Bart Chrysler?
Yeah.
We've been getting countless tweets of you wearing the shirts. We've been getting international submissions for Bert is fat.
Yeah.
It's just taken the world by storm.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
And I think it's just because people love. I don't know why this particular thing took off. Maybe because it's just fun to fat shame people. As you know, not that that's bad. I think it's great.
No, it is.
I'm not maligning this. I think this is a wonderful public service.
Let's say we are describing people in Latin. We're using adjectives. So let's say the adjective obesus means fat. Let's try using that in a sentence. So I'll put this on the board. Let's say Bart Chrysler obesus est. Can everyone say that together? Bart Chrysler obesus est. Exactly. Very good. Just some huge factor. Okay, moving on.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Woo. Thank you. That is Beardo from Australia.
Thank you, Momstralia.
From Australia.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable.
Wow. That was amazing. Thank you for doing that. See what I'm saying? It's a worldwide phenomenon.
Yeah.
And let's hope that it motivates Bert to stop being so fat.
So undeniably, unapologetically fat.
Right, no remorse, right?
No remorse whatsoever. It's offensive.
Yeah, I'm offended.
Yeah, it's quite horrific to be in the presence of.
Should we call him by a new pronoun, like a fat pronoun?
I don't know, man. That's an interesting way.
Maybe he needs a new pronoun. Thank you for licking my feet, Bitsy.
Thanks, Bits. We have quite a show lined up for everybody. This is not your typical mom show. The Jeans Machine and I, we have a special family edition. I mean, you basically heard our little son barely murmur, but we also have my sister, OMG Maria, was here.
Oh, okay.
I sat with her in studio for a while, talked to her. I'm going to get into that. And then I have almost a full hour of Top Dog and Charo.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
To start things off, why don't we get the Maria portion?
Oh, my God. Your sister, when she was here, was on all cylinders.
Yeah.
Do you realize what she flew across the country with a 1-year-old?
It's unbelievable.
And on connecting flights.
Yeah.
And then showed up here, and the baby was exhausted, and it just rolls off her back. Like, I envy that level of, like, I don't care. Let's go.
And I think we need to. One thing we didn't think about is how much our show, luckily, has grown since the early days. For people that are joining us that maybe have been listening for a month or so, and they're like, "What's the big deal?" The foundation of the show, in a lot of ways, is OMG Maria, who in the old days, man, we would get her on the phone and she would just be fired up about some LCs or DCs. Those are lazy cunts and dumb cunts. And Starbucks fucking up her Starbucks order. I never thought that Maria would stop drinking coffee, but she did.
I know. It's a bummer for our show. We should
I know.
Make her
I want to
continue.
encourage her. I don't care about her health. I want the content.
I know. She drinks tea now, which just is not as fun.
It's not as fun. And she's not as angry as she used to be at Starbucks.
Because the caffeine, she would order like 3 or 4 drinks per day, and that would make her angrier.
Yeah, and she's naturally fired up. So it's fucking amazing.
It's like the caffeine was throwing kerosene on her personality. It was perfect. Man.
So anyways, I want to play for you the Maria conversation. And then we'll come back and we'll talk and I'll get you into the Top Dog and Charo conversation.
I can't wait to hear this.
All right, here we go, guys. OMG, Maria.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Seriously? 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 Oh my God.
You take your fucking scissors.
Oh my God.
Use your pudgy fucking monkey hand.
Seriously?
Cut the box open, cut a hole in it, and pour it in the goddamn bottle.
Oh my God. Seriously?
Female.
Okay.
All these bodily fluids that come out of you.
You think there's what coming out of you?
It's either semen or something else.
Semen would be from 3 days ago?
Yeah, I got pregnant with Weston 5 days after we had sex. And there was still, usually when we have sex, it still leaks out of me for like a few days after. Because apparently I have a very mucousy cervix.
How do you find out something like that?
The doctor told me. Because when we estimated the date of conception, I was in California and Jeff was in Chicago. I'm like, I had sex with him a week ago.
Is that unusual? I don't really know.
I mean, I think usually it happens within 2 or 3 days because they die. I don't know exactly how it happens. But apparently, with his strong swimmers and my super mucousy cervix, it just hangs out in there. So, like 5 days later, it's just leaking out.
Whoa.
That's why I can't wear thongs usually.
Yeah.
I can't, I have to wear underwear with like something there for like the week after.
The week after sex?
Or if he like comes in me. Or I can't have a massage like, if we have sex that day for a few days. Because it's happened once before where I was having like a massage. And it was like gross. It was like a snail trail after I got up from the... It was so disgusting. I know. It's so gross.
Everywhere right now.
Yeah. I don't know how lesbians do it. Like knowing what the shit comes out of your body. I don't get it.
Wait. You don't understand how lesbians do what?
Like knowing what comes out of your body, how they like go downtown on each other.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, no. I mean, knowing what comes out of me, and the worst part is as you get older, it's stinkier.
So you're
especially
like,
if you're kids.
When you see like older lesbians, you're like, I can't understand.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand it. I'm like, it's so gross down there.
Because you feel gross.
I feel disgusting.
Yeah.
I think it's disgusting. Like the vagina, as you get older, is just disgusting, especially after you have kids. It's just gross. Everything about it is disgusting. Not the hairy balls and saggy balls.
But see,
better.
it's actually the same argument can be made when you think about it. What you're saying applies to a straight man with a woman as they get older, because that's also an older vagina. See what I mean?
Yeah. It's an old vagina.
But I mean, it's the same. The same thing.
Same concept. Okay.
So him lapping it up every night or whatever.
Yeah.
It's
used to it.
Disgusting.
It's disgusting.
What about old dicks though? They get.
I know, and saggy, and I haven't been that. I've never, I haven't been with a really old dick.
Really?
No, and Jeff is younger, so.
Right. I've been with I haven't been with, but I've seen my dad's balls.
Is it so disgusting? I mean, I've seen on videos, like old, saggy, and they're so wrinkly.
His balls. I'm not even kidding you. And actually, it's been a while now, but I've been in their bedroom where he changes. So he drops his underwear down and bends, and like it looked like animal testicles. Like
they're that big and they hang.
Were enormous.
Oh my god!
Looked like goat.
Holy shit!
Pig nuts. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And I was like, "Whoa, Dad!" And he goes, Tom, what are you doing? And I'm
just start
look
to
at your balls, man. Look at your balls. I'm gonna talk to him about his balls.
You ever see that video, the nut bra?
The nut bra? No,
yeah.
No.
They did a little comedy thing about, because, old men, as they would go to the bathroom because their balls start to drop and sag, and they would drop in the toilet.
Sure.
So someone came up with like a nut bra. It was a, a joke commercial. But now, you don't sit on your balls anymore, and you don't have to worry about them dropping in the toilet. It was really funny.
There's that, there's that story about Mr. Belvedere. Remember that show?
Yeah.
That he sat on his nuts at a read-through.
Oh
and
my God, that's awful.
They had to delay shooting an episode
Really?
once. Yeah. He sat on his testicles.
That sounds awful.
I know. So gross.
I've actually heard that getting kicked in the nuts is the equivalent of pain for a man. Like getting kicked hard is the equivalent of pain as labor contractions. But the only thing is labor contractions go on and on and on.
It's so horrible.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened obviously in years.
Well, they measured pain. Like they measured pain receptors on a man and they kicked him in the nuts.
Oh my God.
I mean, the idiot that was willing to do this is amazing. But and then they did it, women, the pain receptors.
It's a weird thing. I'm really all about whatever turns you on is, it's fine.
It's your thing.
But there's a whole segment of, adult erotica that's about dudes getting kicked in the balls.
What?
Yeah. And they love it. Yeah, they love it.
Oh my God, there's some sick people. I think I can understand that.
The guys
more,
sign up for it, and they get kicked fucking hard, and repeatedly, not once. And sometimes they cough up, and they have blood coming out of their dicks.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and they signed up for it.
I saw porn once when a guy had like a long metal tube being shoved.
Oh my God! Oh my
God! The tip of his penis. I just don't get it. The pain thing.
No, that thing I definitely don't get.
Yeah,
it's horrific.
Yeah. Well, so is eating stool and like shitting on each other.
Yeah. Nobody.
There's something seriously wrong with these people.
Yes, I totally agree.
And I want to know what goes through their head that they think like this is normal. I'm definitely going to find a great woman that wants to do this with me. She's quality material.
I know. So. I don't think I've ever had you. Have I ever had you in studio? I did once before, right?
Yeah, in Redondo.
Okay. So, obviously, people are a big fan of yours. Everyone's always been surprised that you stopped drinking Starbucks. But where do you encounter your LCs and DCs these days? Because that was like the main place you used to get them before.
I used to. Now, living in Florida, you find a surprising number of them. The greatest population of LCs and DCs would be at Kmart. I went once. I will never return. Mm-hmm. The second group is definitely Walmart.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have to go there every now and then. Sam Club is the fattest group of LCs and DCs.
Really?
It's horrible. I actually, at the point now that on the weekends, I refuse to go to Publix, Sam's Club, or Walmart, any grocery shopping. I can't deal with it anymore.
Because of how fat they are?
And how disgusting and how obnoxious and rude. So Sam's Club, we go on the weekend, we do our bulk shopping of stuff. And it's also happens to be sample day. Mm-hmm. So every aisle has samples. And you have these like heifers. I mean, these huge families. And they bring the whole fucking family. Yeah. I mean, it's not like mom or dad doing the groceries. It is mom, dad, brother, sister, grandma, the wheelchairs. They've got the automated wheelchairs everywhere.
Yeah.
And they just stop and they just go on these feeding frenzies. It's like going on a carnival cruise. Right. The all-you-can-eat buffet. It's disgusting. And I just want to go get a fucking rotisserie chicken and some toilet paper. But you can't get through the aisle. And I lose my shit. So I can't, I told Jeff, it makes me angry. It ruins my weekend. Like, I just want to go buy some things and go home, and I can't go through anywhere.
Do you get really angry when you see, like, super obese people?
No, I don't get angry when I see obese people. I get angry when they they feel like, I'm inconveniencing their, feeding frenzy, and they just, they're in my way of everything.
Like animals.
They're like animals, yeah. And it's like my fault. Like, they're like, excuse me, I'm trying to eat a sample here, and as well as the rest of the store. And you just see like what they're doing. Like, I don't understand. Like, if you're at the point where you can't see your genitals or your feet, why do you think it's okay to go get like mass quantities of like pork ribs and Cheetos? I mean, it's disgusting. And you just...
I remember when we were in...
disease, obviously, but...
Yeah, when we were in high school...
Yeah.
There was a pretty big kid at the other high school.
Okay.
And one of my friends told me, that was good friends with him, because I became kind of friends with him, but one of my friends who was good friends with him told me that his family made every meal with bacon, and that they saved the bacon grease, and that they would use the bacon grease to like cook and flavor things with. I'd never heard of that since then or before then.
I do that with duck fat.
Really?
Yeah. When I cook duck, I save the grease and I'll use it to like saute potatoes or vegetables.
He said they had jars, multiple jars.
It's disgusting. I mean, I would say one jar and it would last me forever.
Yeah. And every meal, he said they have bacon, sausage, something. They were big people, too.
Yeah, but there comes a point where you're like, you know what, you look at everyone else around you, and you're like, something's wrong. I can't see my feet. I should probably do something about it.
I think that is the way. I think what happens when their families have those epidemics is that you've made it normal at your home.
Mm-hmm.
So
when you're feeding your kids, I mean, you take your kids to go give them sugary drinks and a bunch of crap and garbage, and that's all they know. It's the norm for them.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like all those teenage moms that, so when I was doing the classes at the Women's Care Center, and I would have these girls. I mean, they're girls like in high school coming in. Yeah. They're on their third or fourth pregnancy, and they had no interest in ever doing anything. They're like, oh, I'll just get on WIC and food stamps and welfare.
Yeah.
And it's normal. Like this is what the norm is to them. There's zero dream or aspirations to do anything more with your life. It's depressing.
Yeah. Now I gotta say, you have this unreal drive to work out.
Yes.
It's so cool. Where do you think that comes from? Where you work out so savagely?
To get my aggression out, I need a healthy outlet.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I need to do something to get my frustrations out and energy. And
where do the frustrations come from, you think?
Well, everybody has frustrations. I mean, like you working kids, it's exhausting.
So it's like that.
Like life in general, yeah. I mean, like when things piss you off, and
if you didn't do that, you would just be like,
I'd be an irritable bitch. I'd be intolerable.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you've seen I was before. Like even in high school, like if I get mad, frustrated, I need. Our family's the same. We'll explode. Yeah. If I don't find some way to get it out.
Yeah. True. I feel similar.
Yeah. I mean, I need somewhere to explode, and I can be aggressive. I'm not hurting anybody. We all have aggressive genes. I need somewhere to get that out that's not going to harm others.
Yeah. I mean, for people to know, you flew from the East Coast, you connected in Dallas, you had delays, you got here in the evening.
At 9, wasn't it?
Yeah. We went to bed relatively late, and then you got up really early.
I know. Fucking Cakes got up so early.
And then when I got up, you'd run 5 miles, and most of it is at an incline, a severe incline in this neighborhood.
I was not prepared for that one. Pushing that stroller up that hill was not what I was expecting.
I mean, what you did, first of all, I have yet to see, I don't want to give away my address, but in this neighborhood, I've yet to see anybody run where you were running. I mean, that's a walk, most people walk up that slowly. It's crazy that you were able to run 5 miles in that. And you did it, at 7 in the morning?
No, I did it, I think, at 9.
9? I don't think so. Maybe 8.
Maybe 8. I have no idea. I was up so early. I just didn't know. I just needed to get her calm. I was like, okay, here we go.
So after that run, you feel totally more balanced?
I do. My legs were shot afterwards. I was tired, but I felt really calm the rest of the day. I was super chill.
And then, today, what will you do?
You and I are going to do a burpee circuit, a burpee challenge.
A burpees challenge.
Mm-hmm. But you're going to do a burpee challenge, 30 minutes, nonstop.
Nonstop burpee challenge.
Full body. Okay. With abs and dips in between.
Okay. Cool.
It will be. You'll feel good after. Tired, but good.
And then you're really on top of, you love to cook, but you like healthy cooking.
I do like healthy cooking. I mean, I don't want to be a walrus.
Yeah.
I see enough of them at Walmart and Sam's Club.
Yeah.
It's so gross. Oh, it's so gross.
Do you think Bert is fat?
Who?
Bert.
Bert.
Chrysler?
I don't know who that is.
Just kidding. He's a friend of mine.
Oh. Okay.
That's all. There you go, Jeans.
Oh my God. What wasn't there in that interview? I feel like you guys covered it all. She hates fat people. She hates vaginal discharge. She hates old balls.
Yeah.
And Publix, Walmart. I mean, that was amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
She's evolving. And by the way, you're right. That level of fitness she had when she came to visit us was like, remember that one time in Miami before we took the family cruise and she flew in on a red eye?
Yeah.
And wasn't that the night we were like, we'll meet you for breakfast?
I did. Well, I did because I was also international. I came home from Asia, I think.
Right.
So I was waking up every day at like 4 a.m. So
right.
I was like, dude, I'm up early as shit. Do you want to have breakfast? And she was like, yeah, I'll meet you at that place. So she meets me there, and she's in full workout gear, and I'm like...
What time is it? It's like 6 in the morning? 6
in the morning, and I go, we're going to have breakfast? She's like, I'm just going to have a glass of tea. And I go, dude, you said you'd meet me for breakfast. I know, I am. I'll sit with you. What are you going to do? I'm going to run. And then she ran like 7 miles. And then she was like, I feel normal now.
In Miami. It's never not hot and humid.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Summertime in Miami.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
She's a lunatic.
Yeah, man.
Wow. She really hates what comes out of her vagina. I wonder what's happening.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, she likened that to a lesbian problem.
Right.
As opposed to all the older heterosexual couples. Right. And where there's also one vagina.
Right.
And that there might be an issue for the man. Or like old stinky dicks and balls are not a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing like Mario. No. Fired up, man. She's fired
when she goes, I just want to get my rotisserie chicken on my paper, on my toilet paper, and I can't because there's fat people eating.
It's so disgusting that you're here.
She really has
Why
contempt.
is Bert Chrysler so fat?
Bert Rauer.
Kurwa, dlaczego Bert Chrysler jest taki gruby?
Bert Kreischer, you are a fat cunt. You're a fatter cunt than Tom Segura, mate.
Wow.
That's international.
That was amazing.
That was British, Irish, Polish.
Yeah.
Let's see. There was Ireland, Poland, and Australia. Another Australia.
Wow.
Pretty great, right?
Why is Bert Chrysler so fat?
Bert Rauer.
Kurwa, dlaczego Bert Chrysler jest taki gruby?
Bert Kreischer, you are a fat cunt. You're a fatter cunt than Tom Segura, mate.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
That's really good.
Now jeans for the mother load. This is, I had Top Dog and Charo in studio.
Oh my God. I can't wait to hear this. We've been talking about that.
By the way, Charo sat in Blue Band's chair, and I had to constantly just like point to talk. Like you'll hear her like this, and she's like, "Yeah," and then and I'm like, "Mom," and I actually got to the point where you have ways you navigate parents. I was like, I don't even want to correct her anymore.
Yeah,
so I just let her talk off mic, just to not, bother. You know what I mean? Like just to not, like,
just to let it go. I have it in Hungarian.
Yes.
Do you want to hear why is Bert Chrysler?
Oh, okay, sure.
Chrysler so fat. Miért Bert Chrysler annyira kövér?
That's really good.
Miért Bert Chrysler annyira kövér? Annyira kövér.
Nadie sabe por qué Bart Chrysler está tan gordo. Anyways, it was such a pleasure to have them in here. There's a lot, man. We get into so many things. We get into non-binary. We get into the gender pronouns.
Oh, God.
We get into King Ass Ripper. We get into. I think I convinced them how silly their worry of transsexuals using the wrong restroom, or the restroom they desire.
Right.
I think I talked them off the ledge on that one. Play songs that they're in that listeners have made. It's a lot of fun. So,
I can't wait to hear this.
Without further ado, my mother, Charo, and my father, who many of you adore, Top Dog, here in studio right now.
Hey, buddy, it's Top Dog. Hey, buddy, it's Top Dog. Hey, buddy, it's Top Dog.
You need to wipe down.
It's Top Dog.
Picture.
Which picture?
In front of me.
Oh, of us?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Are you talking? All right, good.
Yep.
Everything's going wrong today. So annoying.
I'm ready.
Ready for what?
Whenever you start.
We already started.
Oh, we did?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But say hello, no?
What do you mean, hello?
Well, hey,
Hey.
can I talk about your house?
What do you want to talk about?
Wait, first, I want to talk about the baby.
For what?
Because I want to steal the baby, and it's important that you know it.
Oh, you can steal them.
That is to die for.
Yeah.
I am obsessed with that baby. It reminds me of me. That cute.
Well, what I want to talk.
Wait, I haven't finished.
Go ahead.
He's brilliant, extremely observant, gorgeous, and just a complete joy.
Yeah.
Now,
Well, it's a guy.
from there, I come in the house. The house is beautiful, but I need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Tommy,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to cause a divorce to your father if he doesn't get me that toilet.
You want it, right?
No,
Yeah, we've talked about it a bunch, that it's really a game changer.
it's really, it's just, you know what, number one, even if I'm cold my whole body,
Mhm.
I go to the bathroom, I sit there, and it's so warm that honestly, it warms up my whole body.
Well, it has an environmental advantage because you actually use less toilet paper.
Yeah.
And, so you're really actually.
But then you're using a lot of water. So I guess it's kind of a trade-off.
Well, I don't know. It takes more water to make that amount of toilet paper. So I think it's a better deal.
All right.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Well, I know that I feel a lot cleaner.
It does. That's
Well,
the
when
best
when
part
I
is-
first did yesterday when I did my first dump here.
Yeah.
And then I went in for my normal rewipe.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times when I do a dump and I have a rewipe and then I have to go back, a little butthole itch, no butthole itch.
Yeah.
However, we got at the hotel. He barely made it to the room.
Oh, that was, let me
and
tell you,
He went from there to the shower.
I did.
Really?
Yeah.
It was a classic. It really was a 3.5. It wasn't quite a 4.
It was so bad that he told me he won't tell me about it to don't discuss me.
Tell me about it.
It went on for like ever. It was wasn't a blaster. It was a 3.5, probably 3.8 maybe. Wasn't a 4.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kept going out.
So it was kind of solid?
No, I thought.
Well, it was, there was a softness to it. Okay. So it was.
So maybe closer to 4 point.
But
Yeah,
I
okay.
heard from the bedroom. I wasn't sure if he was making love or he was doing poop.
Anyway.
Really?
Oh.
It was like
It was gigantic, okay? And then, but here's what happened. The last bit kind of broke off, so I didn't have enough in me to shoot out the last bit, so some of it kind of hung there. So I had to go through a half a roll of toilet paper to get the last bit out, and it was just dirty. So finally what I had to do is get up and get in the shower and finish off in the shower.
Wow, so you went shit to shower?
Oh, immediately, yeah. Yes.
Now, do you ever take a shit and then go to the shower without wiping even once?
Oh, no, I never do that, no.
Okay.
What I do is I make an evaluation. Businessman.
Wouldn't surprise me though.
No.
Christina does that.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Because you have-
I make an evaluation. If I'm a half a roll of toilet paper in,
Yeah.
and it's still some there, I got to go to the shower.
Yeah. Oh, but the thing is that bidet kind of saves you now.
Well, that is a commitment your father has made to me. I want to make it.
I know this
Okay.
trip is going to cost me some money because when
You're
we
gonna
get
do it.
back,
Yeah.
here's what we have to do. She'll go online. I don't know if Amazon Prime sells these things or not, but she'll find out.
The company is called Toto USA.
Toto USA?
Yeah.
They
Okay.
come to install it, or how do you?
I don't know because we rent this house. So
Okay, you're going to have to go to Toto USA and look into that and have. Now you have to pick out your favorite place to do it too. You just can't have it. I mean, we can't.
The master bathroom.
Okay, the
Oh,
master.
and it's actually called they call it a washlet. I think is what they
You're
call
gonna
it.
have to write it down for me because I.
It's got the heated toilets. It's got a heated
Yeah,
toilet
it's
seat too.
It's great.
to die for.
Yeah.
Oh, I enjoyed that when I tested it out yesterday.
Yeah, it's called a washlet.
Tommy, honestly, just no joke, but you walk out of that place like you took a shower.
It's pretty amazing.
Because people basically take showers for the main parts of your body to be clean.
Yeah.
And that's the most important part of your body. And when you get out of there, I said, oh my gosh, I feel like I just took another shower.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Oh.
It is. I can't believe that I'm going to be 69 years old next month, and I never used one of those things until yesterday.
Yeah, it's incredible.
You think about what I've been missing out.
You really have been missing out. I know. I feel like my life's changed ever since everything since.
Can you imagine by the time Ellis grows up, the scenes are going to come up with.
It's going to be ridiculous.
Well, your fact is your mother.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen a smile on her face like that in a while. Let me tell you.
Come on.
Just teasing, babe. Just teasing. Okay.
Now, have you had any double pipe classics at all recently?
Double pipe plastics?
Double pipe classics.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's like when you fart and burp at the same time.
Those are very rare.
Not only lately, but never, thank God. I am normal.
He's had them.
I've had them. Not often, but they're...
Well, it depends what you eat, that you have the capacity of doing it from the top and the bottom.
At the same time.
At the same time.
Yeah, it's not very common.
It's both barrels.
Yeah.
It's
That
both barrels.
is absolutely disgusting, but thank God I haven't witnessed that one. Just heard enough to discuss.
I had one about 3 weeks ago.
But what did you eat to be able to
I think I was having sushi and something carbonated, but the cool part is usually the gas picks one hole. And in this case, it went out of both at the same time. So I farted and burped together.
Aye.
Yeah, it's very
I didn't
rare.
even know people can do that.
It's not very
Because
common.
Both takes an effort.
Well,
You have to do to burn.
I think of it more like magic because you can't
fake it.
Yeah.
So the
You can't
one-
fake it. You
think
can't.
the
I mean,
one- the one from the bottom just comes out
it just came out, yeah.
as you are doing the effort to burn.
I think actually the effort, I was going to fart and it went out of my mouth at the same time. Like I wasn't expecting the burp
And on
part.
top of that, you were proud of that.
I made T-shirts about it.
he called me.
Yeah.
He called me immediately.
Yeah.
And we,
And then you make efforts on doing the same.
Well, no, you can't. No, you can. You have to go back and reminisce. It'd been, I think I said it's been a few years since I had one of those.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's like Haley's Comet. Only comes
Exactly.
Yeah, only
Exactly.
comes every so often.
I'm
But
having a hard time listening to this.
Well, people have been messaging me after I talked about it and saying, does it count when I sneeze and fart? And I go, absolutely not, because that's a natural pressure thing to sneeze and push out a fart. But to burp and fart is pretty special.
Yeah, that is.
Is there any other topic of conversation or no?
Yeah, there's a bunch of topics.
Okay, can we check?
There's this guy. He goes by King Ass Ripper. He's called the Fart God. I wanted to show you him. I think this is him
So it's
here.
the same topic. He's called the fart guy.
Here, but watch him. He makes these videos.
That's not real.
Yeah. We found him, and we gave him a lot of publicity. Yeah. Isn't it incredible? He's been doing these for years now. Yeah. But look how good he is. He kind of looks like me a little, right?
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's not real.
It's real.
Real?
Yeah.
I met a guy in college that could
breathe air in.
Breathe air in and blow it out. Yeah, I did. Just like that.
But this
They're
guy
very
has.
rare. Not as good as this guy.
No, this guy's good. He's really good.
This guy's a symphony orchestra.
Yeah. It's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. He also has different videos.
I don't want to see them.
But listen to that
That's
bass.
a long one. Whoa.
Yeah.
I wonder if he write music to that. Could you like notes for that? You think?
People have taken his farts and made them into songs.
I can see that.
So it's just like he has hours of videos like this.
Hours of video. Really?
Hours, yeah.
Really?
How does he manage to get that many farts?
I don't know. It's a great question.
You think
You
60
think they're
minutes?
fake?
You
I
think?
think they're fake.
Why?
Because nobody can, in a million years.
Oh, I've seen it.
No.
I've seen it.
No.
College. One guy.
He is an artist and faking it and make people believe that's not it. I can like, and if I get the position, it sounds like a fart.
Okay, you guys speak more into the mic though, okay?
But I can make it like that.
Yep.
You can videotape me like this.
Oh, look. See, I saw some of the air on this. Yeah.
There is no way there's a fart.
Yeah, look at that.
Nobody can fart like this.
Wow, he's really doing work. Look how dirty those panties are. His underwear's so dirty. He's pushing. No, look at his stomach. It's all gas.
¡Ay, qué atroz! No. I'm sending to you.
Oh my God!
You got a sunset there. That's a sunset. Hey, that is a real sunset.
No, that is still.
Yeah.
Change.
Okay.
That
But
is-
just to show you how great this guy is, though.
No, he's not great. He's absolutely disgusting.
So he does.
Oh God! No, don't do the same.
You can see his face. He does like. See? He does glutton scenes too. You know, like where he'll just eat, and then burp.
He must have.
That's what he does for a living.
Yeah, I think so. I think he has people that pay him to do it.
I mean, yeah.
But
Guy
you know
like
what?
that. Guy
You
like
can
that.
make that business, Tom.
No, I can't.
When you retire, when you get into that?
I can't control it like that. Mine's always spontaneous, spur of the moment.
But you can work on that if you want
It
to
is
make a
now.
living.
Now, if you try to do it, you can't do it. It's got to be natural.
It's a natural thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not natural. He faked
Yeah.
it.
I mean, this guy, he just has these videos all over the internet.
But I have given up baked beans.
I told me it's disgusting.
He talks too, dude.
Just been ripping raunchy ass farts all night. Ooh, I feel some more brewing.
Ay, qué atroz. This is disgusting, Tom.
It's pretty cool.
So can we change to something else? You told me this and we went back to park.
Okay. So you know that your daughter Maria was in here. She's very well liked by the listeners. So we had them email questions and Maria answer them.
I want to hear that.
Yeah.
This ought to be classic.
Okay,
Okay.
you can hear. All right, Maria, you know, you're very popular on the show. People really like getting to know you and want to get to know you a little better. I've had some questions submitted from fans, and some of them are, you know, inappropriate, but that's kind of the theme of the show. So I'll just start with this, and you just let me know if, you know, what the answer is, okay?
Okay.
What's the most amount of guys you've had sex with in one day?
In one day?
Yeah.
Well, I'd say 4.
What?
But neither of us climax. I don't know if that counts.
All 4 times? 4 different guys?
Well, 3 different guys I climaxed with. The 4th one, neither of us did. So I don't know if that counts. So
Dude, that's a crazy number.
not if you think about it over the course of 24 hours.
4?
And it was spring break.
You got to be kidding. My
Spring
daughter?
break, yeah, spring break. We're talking 20 years ago.
I can't believe this is true.
4.
I mean, all her stories are crazy, you know.
Of course.
If I didn't know that was
I mean,
that great.
that she's always pushed the envelope, but I
Yeah.
didn't realize that this was FedEx. Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh my God.
4? Ah.
she,
It doesn't count the 4th one because it was almost a climax.
they didn't climax, yeah.
They didn't climax, so doesn't.
But this is back in her crazy
And
days.
different guys.
4 different guys.
I told me.
She did it on the roof of a hotel one time, she told me.
You're
I
kidding.
think she made that up.
Mm-mm.
So we were there then. Because
Maybe.
I remember we were in a hotel that she went to the roof
Yeah.
because they had a pool there.
Pull this closer.
Where was that?
I am trying to remember. We were there. Jane was there, or Tommy was there. It was 2 of the kids. But I remember Maria says, I'm going upstairs to lay in the pool. Took her forever to come back.
That could be it.
That could be it.
And she said
Yeah.
she had so much fun.
You know, it's crazy. Spring break, and were these just random guys you would just run into?
Well, they were there all week at the same place.
Holy shit.
That means that, if I understand the translation, if they're there then more than 24 hours, that
Yeah.
deletes the word random, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Well, they were there
that's-
the whole week when she was there.
That's
scary.
okay.
Yeah.
So there was
One of them I don't know, but the other 3 I had seen around. So
that's ridiculous. That's a lot.
a blind. One of them
I didn't know. 3 of them I'd seen around.
Seen around.
I'd see them around, so like she saw
So
them.
enough to have
So
sex.
basically, what you're saying
And
is
one
that
didn't even know. So how did she end with him if she didn't even know?
didn't even know his
I
his
can
name.
trust
That's good.
Yeah.
That's prostitution. Huh? That's prostitution. I mean, if I walk around and I pick up
Well,
a
she didn't
guy-
get paid, so
Yeah.
technically speaking, it's not.
Yeah.
That's, so what is it called then? If it's
Being loose.
Yeah. It's paid.
loose,
Oh, it seems like a lot. Back then, it did not.
Did you do that again somewhere else?
No, the most I ever did after that was 2 one night.
Wow, that's a lot. All right, question number 2. What's the most cocaine you've ever done in a day?
Oh my God. I think 3 grams. Maybe, 3 grams.
But give, because you know what 3 grams are? No. Neither do I, so that's why a non-user an idea of what that is. Like, what does 3 grams mean?
What does 3 grams mean? So I guess when you would use cocaine, you generally do like a line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which
you
would be
understand that, right? A line is
that
like
the one that you put in your nose?
yeah. So that's 1 line, right?
just like a fraction of a gram. So I maybe did like 30, 40 lines.
30 or 40 lines of coke.
In one day, yeah.
Wow.
We're in Mexico.
In Mexico?
In Mexico.
Which is so dangerous. Oh my God.
Oh my God. So she helped start the drug cartel.
Basically.
In business.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
No, that's not even funny, Tom. This is the most scary thing I ever heard.
From a guy that was our waiter who happens to also be a drug dealer and as well as the guide on our fishing trip.
When was she in Mexico doing this?
I don't know. A few years ago.
Named Chango.
Wow.
Yeah.
At least she remembers that guy's name.
That's,
Remember the other
that's really dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah, she didn't remember the guy she had sex with.
But she remembers the drug
You
dealer's name.
realize what she just said, Tom?
Yes, I do.
No, I don't think you did because you're making fun of this.
Well, I mean
first is prostitution, then it's a drug dealer. But that's what it is. I mean, 3 grams of drugs, your daughter cocaine.
But not anymore.
No, I mean that was all
Don't
in the past.
anymore that makes it okay.
Well, it's over. What do you want to do? It's in the past.
Yeah, it's history.
Still, the brain is damaged.
I realize that.
That leads to the next question here.
God.
Have you ever been arrested and taken to jail? And if so, what for?
Yes.
You have gone to jail.
I have gone to jail. Mom and Dad do not know that.
Where? What city were you in?
I was in, where was I? I was in Chicago.
You got arrested and taken to jail.
When Jeff and I were living together in decent behavior. We were high and drunk and naked, running around the streets.
That has to be made up.
In the snow, challenging each other. Our neighbors called the police.
And how'd you, because obviously you don't think you got charged, right?
No, Jeff had a lawyer, thankfully. His grandparents bailed us out of that one.
Really?
Yeah.
How long were you in jail?
Just a few hours.
Just a few hours?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Sounds plausible to me.
They were naked in the streets.
But this is a heavy drug usage days.
I don't know, but even if you're in a heavy use, who gets drunk, naked, and go outside to do stuff?
Well, people on drugs do crazy things.
Yeah, it's not that unusual.
I mean, they do.
Yeah.
This is the most scary interview I ever heard in my life. I can't believe we're talking about my daughter.
She parties pretty hard, you know.
I didn't know that. I knew she party. I knew she had fun. I mean, I remember one time. It really affected me. We were in church. I mean, out of all the places, Maria decided to tell me right in Mass. She turned around. She says, "I just want you to know that I already had sex before." She was in high school, but it's okay. I don't have a baby. I'm praying in Mass with my kid in high school, and I turned around and said, "What?" And she said, "I don't want to lie, so it's important for you to know."
That's an interesting spot to come
I
clean
said,
on.
I think it's a smart spot to come clean on.
Yeah, I couldn't even talk. I just keep going, and then.
Actually, that's you're right.
Yeah.
And after Mass, I said, "Maria, you shocked me in the middle of the Mass." She says, "Well, it bothers me that you didn't know." And I said, "Well, you're a kid. And you said there is no baby?" And she said, "No, you don't have to worry for that part." So I never wanted to ask why, because I don't know if she used precautions or there's something else happened. And the guy is not a boyfriend. It was just, I don't know if he's one of the 5 guys that she had in one day.
Go here, there's more.
This is really scary. Can I have some of your water? Because I'm about to have a heart attack. I hope you have a treatment.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Have you ever committed a robbery?
Yeah. Lots of them.
Really?
Small things, not big ones. Small ones.
It's more. What kind of? I think she confused robbery with shoplifting, though. Things have you robbed?
Tic Tacs, a lot of alcohol, cigarettes.
That's like shoplifting, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Clothes. I mean.
But have you ever broken into somewhere and stolen?
Yeah. I was really. I don't even know what we stole. We were like stupid and drunk, and we just went into someone's house and took stuff. And just
in someone's house?
Yes.
That's crazy. What city was that?
That was in Boston.
Really? Mm-hmm. So college days.
No, Tommy, this is really sad.
Wow.
This is absolutely depressive to hear my daughter.
No, it's a colorful past.
A colorful past to be prostitute, drug dealer, going to jail.
It means you've lived a full life.
The full life?
Yeah.
That's not the way to live the life. That has nothing to do with
I prefer to think of her as a what a great mother and she is today, and I just.
It's eccentric. She's eccentric.
Yeah, she's eccentric, but I guess
but
as a father, I realize that people do things in their past, but
I tell you what I'm saying. With this story, all I have to tell is with this past, which is okay, it's in the past, and she's a wonderful human being.
Yeah.
At least I hope that she never, ever, ever judge anybody.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's a good point. That's a good point.
College.
That's amazing. It's a good point. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, so there's so many things that were blurs that you're just kind of like, yeah, I think I did that. I don't remember the specifics about it, but I remember.
It's kind of a haze.
Yeah. Well, I remember we were really drunk and they were out. We knew that the people were gone, and like with the brownstones on Brookline, and so we just kind of went. We didn't take anything. We just kind of hung out in their house and drank their alcohol and ate their food. And I'm like, okay, time to go back.
Wow. Have you ever been in a fight with weapons?
I think that I remember the Boston University tuition was $19,000 a year in those days. So I'm glad my money was going for
a good cause.
Good cause for $19,000. That was tuition. That didn't include
weapon.
Room and board.
Well, there's something about that here.
No, I've really wanted to though. I've always wanted to be like a warrior princess and like fight someone and just win.
Yeah.
I haven't had that opportunity.
Swords and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's kind of one of the reasons why I joined the Navy. I was thinking I was going to get to go and do some kind of like Mission Impossible, stuff. And I even took martial arts classes, and it didn't happen.
How about have you ever done anything in the adult film industry, like porn?
I did a long, long time ago because I needed extra money. I didn't feel Dad was giving me enough in college, and he was really excited that finally I was stopped asking for money, and my credit card expenses went down. What he doesn't know is that I did do one film for cash.
Tell me this is a joke, Tommy.
No.
No, this is not real.
Yeah.
That's Maria exaggerating. It's got to be.
I
don't think so.
No, I can't imagine her doing that. Really.
I know.
That's got to be her.
She said she did one in college and got like $2,500.
I am. You know what? I think I'm gonna faint.
I think sometimes Maria.
Here's this. Yeah, go ahead.
Maria is very good at embellishing and playing to the role.
Yeah.
I mean, I really that one I don't believe. I just don't believe it.
Well, here's another. Just one more. So I had this idea that since Mom and Dad are coming, I want to play this game where they're always like, "Oh my God, Maria shocks us. Maria surprises us so much."
Yeah.
So they're always like in disbelief of your realities. So I thought it would be fun. I'm saying it right now, and I'll play this later.
Okay.
That I'm asking you to make things up.
Okay.
But the game will be that this is real.
Yes.
And it'll be something like this. Like I'll say,
boy, did we get played. I mean, you talk about hook, line, and sinker being played.
No. I was holding my tears because I was in the worst. It really affected me.
Really?
It really affected me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You hear your daughter went to jail, did drugs, 3 grams, and his grandparents took him out of jail, sex with guys 4 times, strangers that walk around. Dear God, stole from everybody. But
we should have, knowing Maria and her sense for exaggeration,
no, because
I started to get suspicious
I
after the last
told Tommy at one point, I said, Tommy, I don't believe this can be real, that she did it. I believe it, and Tommy is the worst.
Boy, did you play us on this?
I know. Well, I thought we were going to have more fun with
That, no, you were guessing.
We got taken on this deal.
I didn't think you were going to get totally.
I was devastated, Tommy.
Yeah.
You call Maria, she's traveling.
Yeah, I called her. I told her I'd call her.
Hello?
Hey.
Hi.
Hey. So I have mom and dad here. I just did the game we did. And mom is in tears. She's not amused at all.
No, Maria, I was devastated.
She's so upset by it.
I fucking basically, first you were a porno star because you just go and have sex with strangers that pass around.
Oh my God.
4 times a day.
Oh.
Then you are a drug dealer because you have like 3 grams of cocaine a day. And to give you an idea, one line is, I don't know, whatever, so you have like around 43 a day. Then you went to jail for being naked in the streets with your husband, hooking up and not giving a shit for anything. Then you stole not only from stores and stuff, but you went in people's houses and take their things.
Yeah.
I mean, all I'm doing is crying here. I said,
Yeah, mom's crying.
and I said, Tommy, I can't believe this is my daughter. He said, but it's in the past, Mom.
Yeah, I told her it was in the past. But she was just super affected.
At least I told him, I said, you know what, one thing that she needs to learn from this, at least, is to never, ever, ever judge anybody.
Yeah, you can't judge anybody because you were a prostitute.
So after you went through all this, I hope I never hear judging.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there thinking I'm spending $18,000 a year on tuition.
Now you guys know it's a joke, right?
No,
Of course.
Now I know it, but
Yeah.
Tommy first tortured us to the extreme.
He played us big time on this one.
Yeah,
God.
Big time.
It was really
Dad,
fun.
Dad, what do you think? What did you think, Dad?
Dad was like, and he seemed in kind of shock. The one that he was like, I just refused to believe it, was when you said you did one porno back in college. He was like, I can't believe it.
He says, I can't believe that. I paid.
But he did believe that you broke into people's houses in Boston.
And he did believe totally that you have sex with a stranger.
Yeah, he did believe you had sex with 4 guys in a day.
One was in the roof. And Maria, do you remember where we
Yeah,
went?
Mom's saying, oh, I remember that.
I remember. Remember one hotel that we were that has a pool in the roof?
Do you remember that, Maria?
Yeah.
Okay, and you went to the
hotel that had a pool in the room. The what?
Pool in the roof, on the roof.
We went to a hotel that...
There's been a lot of hotels that in the roof.
Well, but I was with us, and you said, I'm going to go and lay in the pool. And you came back and you told me that was the best day I ever had. So I told Tommy that was probably the day of one of the strangers hooking up, because I took it like, you have a great day with the pool and the sun, and it turned to be that it was a man walking by, and I don't know, did they pay you for this or what?
Oh my God! No! This is all made up.
I can't believe how. I mean, he made me cry. I was suffering like you won't believe it. Because
I actually cut it short. I didn't play the whole thing because I saw how upset you were getting.
No. You know, I tried to put it behind and said, and your father did something wonderful. He says, I'd rather think of Maria as a great mother.
Yeah, he was like...
Like he wants to put it behind.
Oh, that's sweet. Well, I promise you guys it was all made up. We just did it to mess with you.
Well, you really...
Well, you succeeded in that regard.
After this torture and I lost 10 pounds in 1 minute,
Yeah.
you succeeded. You did a great job.
Yeah, good job, Maria.
Thank you. This is 100%. This is all Tommy's doing. Please
Yeah, this is all my
Please
fault.
don't think I did this.
I totally
I love you guys.
All right,
It was,
all right,
please
we
know it's
love
all
you.
made up.
Okay, bye-bye.
I love you guys. Bye-bye.
Oh my God, I can't believe how you
Oh my gosh.
That's a lady farting. Oh, gosh. But you know how you said, do they ever, that's such a fart, can you make a song out of it?
Mm-hmm.
So that lady farted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
And then a guy sent this in.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's got a good beat. Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But then he turns the farts into the notes of the song.
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
What do you think?
That's my kind of music. I love that music.
I cannot believe, I honestly cannot believe that people use farts to make music.
It's amazing.
I can be inspired by birds, by babies, by paintings.
Birds.
By
Birds.
Yeah, the bird.
Oh my God.
You are two pieces of shit because birds sing. So with the music.
Birds do sing.
Birds do sing. They also
Well,
can
and then you
shit
can
on you
use it-
from 5,000 feet.
Hey, what do you guys think of this, by the way?
Oh my God.
This is something that I thought you might have something to say on.
I know I've heard.
No.
Hey everybody, welcome back. This week I'm going to be talking to you about pronouns, sometimes preferred pronouns or preferred gender pronouns or PGPs. Whatever you call them, pronouns are the things we use to refer to people in the third person that aren't their names. They're also often used as the linguistic representation of people's gender identities. So they're really important. Really, really, really important.
Okay, you understand what this is or no?
Yes.
You know what a gender pronoun is?
No.
He, him, she, her, like that.
Okay.
So like, you know.
Got it, yeah.
So, all right.
The first and most important rule regarding pronouns is to respect people's pronouns. Always. There should rule number 2, always ask, don't assume. It's far better to ask what someone's pronoun is. Just be like, hey, hi, how are you? What's your name? What's your pronoun? Not a big deal. Or, hey, I just wanted to confirm. What's your pronoun? It's so much better to do. Most people are really just pleased when someone asks about them because it can feel very welcoming and accepting when other people do that, especially when you're just newly coming out. Worst case, someone will be. There are a lot of pronouns out there.
This is what I want
a
you to hear.
huge amount.
So this is where the things have changed recently. First of all, I hear you laughing. So this is going to be now what people want to be referred to as.
Okay.
And people are slowly adding more.
Huh?
You are an it. You told me you are an it.
Oh, I go by they, them. But
So the two most common ones are he and she. He is traditionally considered a male pronoun, and she is traditionally considered a female pronoun. However, it's important to note that some people use he or she but do not identify as male or female. So if someone says, oh, my preferred pronoun is he, you can't just assume that they're male. Or, if they say she.
What are you laughing at?
Because this is too funny.
This is not a funny video.
How can you talk about the he and it is not a male? I am assuming.
Yeah.
So it's a she, but I call him a he. So basically, it's a he because he was born male, but now he has a
Well, this is more about, you're talking about sex organs. This is gender identity. So but some people, the gender identity spectrum is very wide.
Well, but what I mean is
Getting wider.
When I want to understand this,
Yeah.
like if I talk about you and I say he,
Mm-hmm.
but actually I don't mean he, but it. It's because you don't describe yourself as a male.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And that's what he meant.
Right.
Crazy word.
You can't assume that they're female. So if you were to say I prefer masculine pronouns or male pronouns, it's sort of implying that everyone else who uses he uses, is male, or that everyone else who identifies as male uses he, which is also not necessarily the case. So it's better to just say I prefer he, be done with it, or she, be done with it.
It gets better.
Now, so then there are also gender-neutral pronouns. Gender-neutral pronouns can be used for anybody of any gender, and they have no gendered meanings attached to them at all, which is super cool. And there are so many of them. The most commonly used is they. They is traditionally plural, but we already use it in a singular form to maintain people's anonymity, or if you just don't know what their gender is, you'll be like, oh, I was talking to a student and they told me blah, blah, blah. Totally normal. So you can use it for specific people as well, and a lot of people prefer they.
How do you feel about in your office somebody having a gender identity thing and saying I like to be referred to as they, them? Would that work?
That's crazy.
I mean, if, I normally call people by their name.
Yeah, but if you
Right, but if you're referring to somebody and they have a gender identity, preference. A pronoun preference.
Well, I would still refer to that other person by their name rather than they, them. So if I'm in an office and they're talking about Bob or Bobby, I would not say they or them. I would say Bob or Bobby.
Next most common I've seen is Z. Z can be spelled a bunch of different ways, and it can be declined a bunch of different ways. It's like declension, like so, like he, him, his, and then Z. Sometimes you'll see Z here, here, Z, Zim, Zer. Yeah, there are a lot. There are a lot of options with Z. So if someone says I prefer Z, ask them what spelling and if they can use it.
Can they use that in the office?
Well, normally when I think Z, I think of zit. Okay,
but that's what you think of. But he's telling you how people use it.
So what does Z means for real?
Z is a pronoun.
That means what?
That is gender neutral. So you're not identifying with either gender.
Oh.
You know? Is your mind blown or no?
Well, I mean, I think I hear women.
Is that for real?
Yeah, it's for real.
I hear women often say, "You guys."
Right.
Okay.
But
Referring
now
to
you can say you Z.
referring to a group of other women.
Right. Right.
Okay. So I think that whose responsibility is it? Is it the responsibility of the minority or the majority? And which
that's an interesting question.
Okay, and the question is if
Hey, can you get closer to the mic?
I think that for me the challenge is, and I also have.
You can raise the arm. The arm. No, not from there. Not from there.
Okay. I also believe that there should be some deference to seniority and tradition. Okay. So if you have somebody who's 70 years old, who was raised in an environment where this is the way, as long as he's not
talking about himself.
as long as he's not overly disrespectful or trying to be disrespectful,
right?
But he's traditional in his commentary. I don't think it's up to him to modify his behavior in order to make the new minority happy.
I totally see what you're saying there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean,
I will say I do prefer Z, Zim, Zer as a pronoun for myself.
Tommy, this is for real. I never heard the Z.
Yeah.
I've never heard
it.
It
is
either.
for real.
I've never heard it.
So Z means you don't have a gender.
So Z is how you would say he if somebody was like, or she for somebody that goes, I'm not he or she. I'm Z.
So you are Z.
Right. So you'd say, Z said Z wanted a Coke.
Ay, que atroz.
Or Zim over there.
Oh my God, this is not for real, Tommy.
Yeah, this is for real.
I'm glad I won't last too long in this world because this is as crazy as it comes. Now, if you're a Z, and Christina is still a Z or is it she?
She's more on the female gender spectrum, yeah.
So far she's still a she by my
Yeah, but sometimes she goes by they, them.
So you're a Z and she's a they?
Yeah, let me, because both of you speak Spanish.
No, but I want to know.
I
mean, my question.
Okay.
The baby is a he or the baby is also a Z?
Right now, we're trying not to place too many gender identity issues like on him. So it is
You
a
are
boy.
saying on him.
I know.
Why
So
on him?
I know. I'm trying to dial that back.
So you have to say on Z.
Yeah.
All right, since both of you speak Spanish, which is a masculine and feminine language, unlike English, which has a lot of adjectives, or verbs or whatever, or adjectives that
are gender neutral.
Gender neutral.
Yeah.
How does this translate into other languages which are very much like French or Spanish or Italian, which are very much
Very good question.
masculine, feminine?
It's a good question. I mean, I don't have the answer. I don't have the answer.
I can talk in Spanish to you because I wouldn't know what to call you. Hola, Tomcito. Z. Hoy día, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien. Gracias.
¿Y cómo estás, sí, Cristina?
Oh, yeah. I would just, instead of saying ella, I would say Cristina, like he was saying.
And sí.
Oh, how about Zaya? ¿Está bien?
Sea, ¿está bien?
I'd use the
Sea,
zeta.
sea sounds feminine, ¿no?
Ze está bien.
Sea, está bien, pero sea me suena mujer.
Ze está bien.
Sea no me suena hombre. Es que Z, you don't know.
Mhm.
But se o sea you are making it.
It's very interesting. It's interesting stuff.
You can imagine we make it French or Russian.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
So
can I bring up a question here that I have on my mind?
You can.
Okay. You know, there's been a lot about this LBGT, whatever it's called.
Uh-huh.
So the issue is like going to the bathroom, okay?
Yeah.
It's a popular topic on the show, okay?
Going to the bathroom is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you have a transgender person who says, I want to use the ladies' bathroom,
yeah,
even though he has the physical characteristics of a male,
right?
How are when he goes into a woman's, they use stalls in the women's, so it's a little bit different, but if the guy gets out of a stall, how are the women going to know he's transgender and not some guy who's in there looking for a peek?
Well, I mean, transgender people don't look like a guy looking for a peek.
No, but how do they know that?
What do you mean, how do they know
he's
that?
trying to say, what if he's not really transgender?
Yeah, but how? But that seems to not be an issue. Like it's the issue of people like saying it, but it's not an issue.
But what I'm saying is,
his question is different. I understand his question now.
I don't.
If somebody is not really transgender,
right?
But use the excuse of a transgender,
right?
Dress as a transgender,
right?
But really is a male,
right?
He can go into the ladies' room.
What I'm saying is, I understand that, and what I'm saying is, as of now, that's not an issue.
Well, but
it's not. It's not an issue because we have transgender people using restrooms all the time now.
Yeah.
And the occurrences that you're speaking of are obviously an anomaly because
they have. It hasn't happened. You know, it hasn't happened yet, but it's.
How about the rapist?
Okay, but I think those are anomalies.
Yeah.
So you can't just say, well, the one guy who was posing as it was faking, so therefore all the other transgender people who are transgender, I mean, you're talking about like, so the 1 in 1,000 thing needs to be...
Well, I think are we going to go to, rather than for the future, multisexual, unisex restrooms?
Yeah, I think we are.
Yeah, that's where I think it's all going. We're going to have bigger bathrooms.
Yeah, but the issue you're bringing up, I don't think is an issue.
You don't think it's an issue?
I mean, it's not an issue.
Well,
it's an issue of the imagination, but it's not an actual real-world issue because we do have transgender people using restrooms.
Yeah.
Using the opposite sex restrooms.
I have never seen
and most people just want to relieve themselves.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet, but
it's happening all the time.
You don't even know, actually, Tom. How would you know it?
Well, we haven't had any people that look male because we have
You don't know the difference.
Well, if a guy, you can be transgender and still dress, can't you, as a male, and you're inside, you're a female?
No, that's not really.
It doesn't work that way.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
So you don't even know.
No. I think the issue is not an issue.
What I think the issue is, it can bring, because there is so much crime lately, in every sense.
Yeah.
That it could be a rapist that says, okay, this is my chance.
No, it could happen. I'm not saying it could, but I also think that it's like the rapist is still going to rape whether or not we have this.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be.
Yeah, this issue is actually...
Well, it's a completely different profile. A rapist is...
No, or even a peeper. It's like they're going to do that regardless of the rule. Most people want to just go to the bathroom in comfort and just not feel...
And I can appreciate that more than anyone.
I know you can. I know you can. Wanted to show you this now that we got off that serious topic. Apparently, this guy made this, and there's an argument that it's the longest fart ever.
Fart, Tommy?
Yeah. But this one, there's an argument whether or not it's the longest fart ever. Tell me if you think it's real, because you can see him breathing. You can hear the room tone audio. So he's got a microphone there at the bottom of the bed. What? I know.
No, I don't. For guys that have a lot of farts, the tone is too consistent. The cat sounded great.
Wait, why?
I think that when you have a real fart like that, it's the tone is too consistent. It almost like there's a mechanical device for a while because you have this consistent tone, and as you have pressure released in your large bowel, okay, it's not going to be completely consistent. So,
but it doesn't sound completely consistent. It goes
there's
up
a long
and down.
I know, but there's a long section in there that it sounds like it was just the frequency didn't really change that much. So
I have heard long farts.
Yeah. You have really long farts.
Unfortunately.
Oh, she does.
And your father screamed from the bedroom. I'm in the bathroom.
Oh.
Oh my God, I can't believe how long. So I know what is a long fart. Unfortunately, it's uncomfortable. But there's no way you can last that long and still keep going.
Yeah, I don't agree.
That doesn't. That's a made up. I can pretend to.
What do you think of this song?
This is Charo, the original mommy.
Jungle music, I like it.
I know. Who is it though? You know who this is? It's you. That's you. Yeah. They just tweaked the audio. Yeah, it's all you. This is Charo. This is Charo. It's you. This is Charo. You don't hear it?
Yeah. All right. I like it.
How do you not hear? That's you.
All you niggas need to go to your mom's house. All you niggas need to go to your mom's house. All you niggas need to go to your mom's house.
All right.
That's you, Charo.
Hey.
When did you do that?
Oh, someone else did it. Matthew Miller made this song. From the last time you were on the show, like a long time ago.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Because
I love it.
it's good. It's really good. There's a few for Dad. Does Charo know about the Orlando airport? Does she know that story?
The Orlando airport.
You know, I think I told her at the time.
Yeah.
But
Are you talking the terror in Orlando?
No. When I had
my
that,
God.
when I had that dump that kind of went through my pants, and
Oh God.
she knows.
Another one.
Do you know about that one though? It went through his pants, and he couldn't get it off, so he flew with caca on the pants.
Tommy, por el amor a Dios.
That
You
was.
did?
I had no choice. Yeah.
I thought, but why don't you go to the bathroom before you do something?
No, I raced into the men's room there, but I just didn't make it in time, so I had to ditch my underwear in
and
the
flew
air.
with caca in your pants and got in the plane?
Well, I wiped it off as best I could. Okay. Flushed 4 or 5 times. Went through a whole roll of toilet paper to try to clean things up. But in the end, I had spots, stains in my crack in my ass.
Oh my!
No underwear, and I had to fly to Arizona.
Ay, qué
Orlando to Arizona.
Orlando to Arizona.
Tommy.
So you know there's a little caca on that seat, which makes you think about how many seats have caca on
What I
them.
wonder is what he's eating, Tommy, because you cannot have cacas like
No, it's just you're the cook. Okay, so some of your
that. Don't
food.
blame it on me, because if I'm the cook, more reason not to have them. I don't cook. That's true.
Oh, that was.
We went for breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
Not breakfast. We went to Pete's Cafe.
Yeah.
You have a muffin with a coffee. We're walking back, and then all of a sudden, he started walking with the 2 legs
Yeah.
next to each other.
Yeah.
And the
Little penguin steps.
First we're going, and he's walking really slow. My back hurts, my knee hurts. We sit down, we have the coffee, come back, and then all of a sudden, a speedy little, like a little 87-year-old man that doesn't want to get killed.
Yeah.
And he's being catch up. I said, Tom, I know, it's coming out. I have to make it. And Tommy, all he has is a muffin. That's not normal.
Well, actually, it triggers when you eat.
And
It triggers
he
your
made
mouth.
it
Oh, tell him what almost happened this morning.
Oh my God, he almost got killed. This is not funny at all.
Not kidding.
The light, we are coming back from the same place, I'm telling you. We are crossing the street, the light is green, and it's telling us, and as we are crossing, he's on the left, I'm on the right. A guy decided to come, how do you say?
Making a left-hand turn in a Mercedes,
left-hand
and of course,
Didn't
he
look
was
at
looking
us.
at his phone. Okay?
Yeah.
Didn't look at
And-
this close from hitting your father.
And you had the right of way?
Oh, yeah, we had the white thing, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. And he's looking at his phone.
Never
So what'd you do? Jump
Well,
back?
I jumped back, almost spilled the coffee, and I would say he came within 3 feet of
Within
it.
less than that. And then what surprises me, I said, Tom, at least I will roll down my windows. I'm so sorry. The guy went like this, like, you're safe. That was
Yeah,
scary.
that would have been
That's
ugly.
when he started feeling like he need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
That was scary.
Yeah.
Blowing the bad guys away. This is an out-of-body experience, okay? This is an out-of-body experience, okay?
It's a good one.
That's what we do. This is an out-of-body experience, okay?
Somebody made it into a song.
You know?
Pop into this. Can we what?
The only question I really have is the whole show related to farts? Or there is...
Mostly farts.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's mostly farts, caca.
So there is no... We cannot be funny unless we fart.
No, we do sexual stuff too. But I'm leaving that out because you're here.
Part of enjoying life
Yeah.
is to make the most out of everything that you do. You see lions out in the Serengeti when they stake out their territory, with their scent. That's what I do. Anytime I start blowing farts, 30 minutes later, I'll be dropping one in.
Did you just fart?
Did you just fart in your hand?
This was a real squirter. Drop my load. Just chilling, take a dump.
He's the Oprah of shitting.
Absolutely. Kind of the Dr. Oz of the radio network.
You know the wipes people use to clean like their countertops? Industrial strength.
Always use the handicap stall.
It's hard to hold your cheeks together when you're walking downstairs.
The cheeks don't stay closed on the butt.
That's good.
See? These are all little tidbits of advice that I've helped Tommy's listenership
I'm sure you helped.
over the years. And they've got some good feedback on this.
Definitely. Oh, yeah.
Part of enjoying life
is
to make the most out of it.
But yeah, there's a lot of Top Dog songs. And then, you know what one of my favorite thing is that the first time you guys ever, it was Weston was born, and I went down there and you guys argued. It was the funniest thing. I've never laughed so hard, and I recorded it on my phone.
Can I hear it? Tell me what you told me. I said,
I never get bored with you.
no, you didn't say that. What did you tell me? You called me and said, it's funny, it's horrible to say this. To be honest, I have to pretend, the people entertain, and I get so bored with everybody. The only person who doesn't get me bored is Tommy. Do you remember that conversation?
Yeah, but you're automatically included in that list. You are, and I told you that other
No,
times.
you didn't. Other times. No, you didn't.
Well, what?
How's it go up?
What have I ever been bored with you? Ever?
Well, you don't have a choice. You live with me. If you're bored, it's your problem. Don't you imagine? But he's going to look at me and say, I'm bored with you.
You need to wear a necklace today.
There's this one too.
One of the things we talked about on our show is I told our listeners how you gave me great advice on how to wipe. Remember when I called you and I was like, I just keep wiping, and you told me maybe you're wiping too hard and you're going in.
Right.
You remember that?
Yes, I do remember that. Right.
And what did you tell me?
You need to wipe down.
Wipe down.
Mm-hmm.
And also not push in.
Right, not to push in because it just drives them more in.
Yeah.
Can you please stop me for a second? Let me just tell you one thing.
Yeah?
What is your career? Huh? What is your profession? Because I want to be sure how do you like to be portrayed.
I'm a stockbroker.
I'm proud to be disgusting.
No,
I hope this gives you joy. I am so disgusting.
I just do. This
You
with
can
Tommy.
give your wife love for sure.
Okay. So now what happened now if you wipe too hard, like you
get dingleberries.
Well, not just that, but you can be pushing into your butthole.
That's right. Right.
And that's why it was always brown every time.
Right, exactly.
And then there was the booger incident, which Mom also was there for, which was great.
Yesterday, what did you do in the elevator?
Put a big booger
on the number one button, so this way I could spread germs out of my nose to all the residents of the hotel. Why would you do that? Because it's fun. It's fun.
You did it for
It's
real.
what's that?
I think this is disgusting.
Why do you think it's disgusting?
Are you taping the thing?
I'm recording it. Yeah.
So your people know that your father is absolutely the most disgusting? I don't think this is funny. I don't know what to tell you.
What? It's you know what he did, right? Does she know?
I just heard him say it.
Don't tell her. Don't tell her.
She just say it.
You said it. I didn't tell her.
You can spread it to everybody.
But I cleaned it off. Tell her. I did clean it off.
That's not funny.
Wait a minute. Have you ever?
I don't think what is. No wonder why all the school is a classic.
Do you know what?
Oh man, I laughed so hard at that.
You like that one, huh, buddy? Yeah.
That was great.
That was good, wasn't it?
You are disgusting, Daddy. Yeah. And you know what I noticed?
What?
You actually enjoy being disgusting.
He does.
I do.
He does, and that's what he. The story of everybody gets bored him except you.
Yeah.
He keeps repeating until today.
Yeah.
And I keep reminding him that I exist.
Yeah.
And he said, "No, you too, baby. It's obvious that you too."
Yeah.
But he does enjoy being disgusting.
He does. When we went to Maine together.
Oh, that was so much fun.
He shit his pants there, and he told me the story. It's because he went in the handicap stall, and it was too far away.
Oh, it was good yesterday. I didn't make it. I mean, it was just ugly. I had to go, and I misread the sign in the hotel.
Yeah.
And I had to go down the stairs, and I was squeezing the cheeks going down the stairs.
Yeah.
And then I went into one of these places, where you rush in, but it's one of these handicap stalls. It's an extra 5 feet before you get to the.
Yeah.
And
it was 5 feet too far.
5 feet too far.
It's a true story.
The part that I can't believe for real is that he really works in a serious business.
Yeah.
He enjoys being in a public, whatever this thing is called.
Yeah.
And talk about his farts, shedding in his pants, putting mucus in elevators. It's like having a 2-year-old that says, Mommy, guess what I did? It's the most embarrassing thing possible for an adult.
It's your husband.
Oh, I'm not sure for how long. He better get me that toilet for $20,000 if he wants to.
Oh my God! All right. Well,
Oh my God.
this is really fun. I think later I'll try to get you to read some copy for us, some advertisements. Okay.
Okay. Oh, sure.
Okay.
Sure. I like that.
Okay, that'll be fun.
There's no farts in those involved.
There's no farts in those.
Okay.
Okay.
buddy.
All right.
Love
Bye,
you.
I love you.
Well, it's time to end the podcast now. We've had some laughs and then talked brown. Well, it's time to end the podcast now. Jeans up, wipe down. Now we've had some fun, we've had some laughs, and we hope you all come running back.